Hello everyone. Today I'm going to sing a song composed by Rabindranath Tagore at the age of 49. My commentator is Dr. Divya Nair, who is a scholar of early modern and modern Anglophone literature with a focus on race and religion. যেথায় থাকে যেথায় থাকে সবার অধম দিনের হতে দিন সেইখানে যে চরণ তোমার রাজে সবার পিছে সবার নিচে সভারাদের মাঝে যেথায় থাকে যখন তোমায় প্রণাম করি আমি প্রণাম আমার কোনখানে যায় থামি যখন তোমায় প্রণাম করি আমি প্রণাম আমার কোনখানে যায় থামি তোমার চরণ যেথায় নামে অপমানের তলে সেথায় আমার প্রণাম নামে না যে সবার পিছে সবার নিচে সভারাদের মাঝে অহংকার তো পাই না নাগাল যেথায় তুমি ফেরো রিক্ত ভূষণ দিন দরিদ্র সাজে সবার পিছে সবার নিচে সভারাদের মাঝে ধনে মানে যেথায় আছে ভরি সেথায় তোমার সঙ্গ আশা করি ধনে মানে যেথায় আছে ভরি সেথায় তোমার সঙ্গ আশা করি সঙ্গী হয়ে আছো যেথায় সঙ্গীহীনের ঘরে সেথায় আমার হৃদয় নামে না যে সবার পিছে সবার নিচে সভারাদের মাঝে যেথায় থাকে যেথায় থাকে সবার অধম দিনের হতে দিন সেইখানে যে চরণ তোমার রাজে
Hello, thank you so much, Professor Barua, for inviting me to comment on this lovely song by Rabindranath Tagore. I am not a Tagore scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but I really loved reading this translation that you so thoughtfully prepared and also listening to your rendition of the song in Bengali, which of course I'm not familiar with, but I do love listening to it. Um, and so the way I approached this song was very much rooted in how I think about Bengali culture at the late 19th century and the connections between Tagore, Swami Vivekananda, and Sri Ramakrishna. And so this musical tradition, I was really connecting to the singing, the music that was always around the Dakshineshwar Kali temple, where Sri Ramakrishna often met with his devotees. So in the song itself, as you had mentioned, is so rooted in the folk culture, the Vedanta, and all of these kinds of threads connect And so I just want to begin by reading reading your translation and then sharing my reflections with you. O my Lord, the wretched of the earth, the poorest of the poor, have your feet as their shelter. You are with them who are behind all, who are below all, who are utterly destitute. When I try to bow to you, my obeisance does not reach the depths of my humiliation, where dwell those who are behind all, who are below all, who are utterly destitute. My arrogant pride can never reach those places where you roam in the tattered rags of the poor. Vainly do I think you are present where there is wealth and prestige. I forget that you are the companion in the forsaken homes of the companionless. So I was immediately thinking of the worship of Shiva and how Shiva embraces all those who are unwanted and rejected by society. And the principle of Shiva Jnani Jiva Seva, worshiping man as Shiva and serving man as Shiva, because he manifests himself through all beings. And so and most particularly the poor, and connecting this to the principle also of Daridra Narayan, which Swami Vivekananda emphasized in his wanderings throughout India and throughout the world. And his whole life was dedicated to manifesting this ideal and sharing it with humanity, and encouraging us to always see our connection and our oneness with all that is often rejected, the wretched of the earth, the poorest of the poor, as Tagore puts it. And so Shiva offers his feet as their shelter, and they take refuge in him. And it's just a um, incredible idea and philosophy. And I just wanted to think more about this and, this worship of Shiva. Shiva, being someone who is often depicted in situations and in contexts that other gods are not represented in. He doesn't have the glories and fineries around him, but he often just accepts, a leaf, a mere leaf as his offering, whatever the poor are able to offer. So I don't have, a whole lot to say beyond that. I'll end with this quote by Swami Vivekananda, where he says, "This is the gist of all worship, to be pure and to do good to others. He who sees Shiva in the poor and the weak and in the diseased really worships Shiva. And if he sees Shiva only in his image, his worship is but preliminary. He who has served and helped one poor man, seeing Shiva in him without thinking of his caste or creed or race or anything with him, Shiva is more pleased than with the man who sees him only in temples." So I think this is a call for us, as Tagore's song echoes, to really see that the plight of the poor is not separate from our own, and that it is a privilege to serve them. So I'll end there, and thank you so much again for inviting me to share my thoughts, and have a wonderful day.